This team is going to take on the identity of this city, all right? And this city's been down, and it found a way to get up, all right? It's found a way to overcome adversity, all right? And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Detroit Lions Spike Kool-Aid for March the 2nd, 2021. We are almost at the free agency mark for the 2021 year coming up, and we're going to give you all the news you can handle regarding that. So I am here with my buddy Mark Orum from ORUM'S Forum. What's going on, Mark?
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing on a Tuesday, man? Let's do some Spike Kool-Aid.
Hey, I like the hairstyle, man. It fits you, bruh. I love it. TROXEL'S Sports Talk. What's going on with you, man? Welcome back, my friend.
It's time for some spiked Kool-Aid.
Man, TROXEL'S Sports Talk, man. Good to have you back, man. Listen, we are running on with the light crew today, but we're going to give you everything you can handle. Man, so I don't have a poll. I don't have any of that stuff. No phone lines today. We're going to take it back to the old school where we engage with the comments a little more because something came up and I don't have access to my phone, but that's all right. We'll bring it back soon enough. So we're going to get into this thing, man. Detroit Lions haven't played a game in 10 weeks. And we are approximately 10 weeks, and we are very, very close to the start of the new league year. And we'll just start with TROXEL'S Sports Talk, man. Just generally, bro, how are you feeling with all the hires and fires and all that stuff? How are you feeling about the up and coming new league year for the Detroit Lions?
Hey, if you guys have not seen the press conference and have not seen the opening of this video, I don't know what you're doing, because I definitely, bad back, bad neck and all, I want to run through a brick wall from Dan Campbell and this coaching staff. They are putting together something very nice. You know, they're hungry. They're all going to be leaning on each other for advice to get better as a coaching staff, as a front office, as ownership, and as players. I cannot ask for nothing better than just that.
Absolutely. And let me shout out the chat real quick. We got Vash, Royce, man, Druzy, what's up, man? Travis Doyley, Kev'd Up, my man Kev'd Up, member gang. Steve-O, Marcus Willis, what's up? Yes, JGB is in the building. What's up, JGB? It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. Man, we did, I think Trox brought up Calvin Noy. Trox, didn't you bring up on earlier today about Calvin Noy?
I believe that was MICROMIKE.
MICROMIKE did that. Now, he has been released, right?
Yes, he has been released by the Miami Dolphins after one season with the
That's crazy.
Miami Dolphins.
That is crazy. Well, listen, Mark, how are you feeling, man, about the way that this, how are you feeling about the new league year, man? We know we go through this every year. We got the high of the season starting, the low of being 0-8. And then we have the end where we just have had enough. And then we start to build that, start drinking that Kool-Aid again, so to speak, coming up as the free agency and the draft gets closer. So how do you feel, man, about the upcoming new league year for the Detroit Lions?
Well, I'm looking forward to the new year, 100%. I'm not going to start drinking the Kool-Aid just yet. I do love the hires that they have done so far, and everything that Spielman and Rod Wood, Holmes, all those guys, what they've said and done, it seems like they're making do of what they say, right? They're actually doing things. They're not just sitting back. They're playing games. They're throwing darts. They're doing things that an organization should be doing. And with the hires, I love the hires coming in. For a lot of former football players coming from really good programs as well, and it's an exciting time. Now, is it gonna go to Wins-loss category, I don't really know yet, man. But on paper, I'm loving so far what's been going on, guys.
Absolutely. And we got the DERRN, and the DERRN and Mark got matching hairstyles. Mine is going back. Otherwise, we would have a trifecta over here. What's up, the DERRN? What's going on, man?
Freshly shaven.
Same here, bro.
Man, that's crazy, bro. You can just I just want to do I just want to smack it, bro. Smack that head, man. It looks so shot. DERRN, man, what is going on? How are you feeling about the new league year coming up for the Detroit Lions, man? Oh boy. When you start inhaling before you speak, that's a tough thing.
It's really tough because we've been you think we'd be used to this by now with all the rebuilding all the time. I can't get used to it. I hate doing it.
Yeah.
But it has to be done because the last regime put us in such a hole. We're not going to go anywhere if we just keep doing what we were doing. So we have to clean house.
Yeah. Now listen, shout out to everybody. Miss Johnson, D Reese, it's been a while, man. All my 6-month member gangs, man. I appreciate you guys. Beantown Breakdown, what's up, brother? I love the name change. You ain't escaped me, man. I love it. That's formerly Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk. What's up? This is the Spike Kool-Aid. It's my own secret recipe made by Bud Light. So that's all that is. Listen.
Beautiful.
We had a press conference today, and I know that most of us have seen it, and I was unable to edit the clips and stuff and bring that in. I wish I could have, so that everybody can know what we are talking about specifically. But we'll start with the DERRN, man. The DERRN, did you get a chance to see the press conference or listen to it at all?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it while I was at work. I didn't see too much.
Okay.
But
okay. Whose part did you see? Did you see
I saw a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Okay, well, Trox, so I'll start with you, Trox. Trox, I'll go first. I'm trying to dial down excitement because Dan Campbell, I love this guy. I do. He came from nowhere, and I love this guy. I'm going to tell you what I love about him. I love the fact that he said something today that really stood out. He said, somebody asked him a question like, what if you and Brad start to argue? Like y'all arguing about certain things. And he was like, we get along pretty good. But if we do start to argue, he said the thing about a real alpha male is that he knows when to concede. And so he said, we work together and we do it for the betterment of the team. And I'm like, man, that's just great, man. And I love what he said about what he wants to do with this team and being able to listen and take opinions and be able to take everything from all of his coaching staff because he doesn't know everything. And I'll start with Trox. Trox, how did you feel about Dan Campbell, man, in that press conference?
Man, hey, like I said earlier, he just makes you want to run through a brick wall. Yes, I know it's the off season. Obviously, everybody's going to be high. Everybody's going to be positive, things of that nature. And you should be, it's 0-0, things of that nature. But what I took away from what he was saying, what our head coach, Dan Campbell, was saying is he wants the right guys. He doesn't care where you came from or what you're good at or bad at. He wants the right guys. And getting the right guys in place, having former players, having, the coaching staff that they put in place, they're going to lean on each other in order to get better. It's not going to be a one-man show. It's a group effort. What do we say about football? Football is a team game that if not everybody's on the right page, hiccups can happen. And as we've seen for 65 years, we've had a lot of hiccups. I think this.
I got the hiccups.
We've been choking.
Got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me.
Absolutely, man.
But I mean, this is the group of guys that are going to come in, have that no nonsense attitude, but still get your guys ready to play on Sunday. And that's the main goal. And man, I cannot be so much happier than the group of men that we have at the head coaching position in this coaching staff.
Absolutely. And the DERRN, the bit that you saw, man, what were some of the takeaways from either part that you might have seen that really kind of stood out to you just might want to talk about today?
The best part that I saw was Dan Campbell was telling that he's not going to tell the general manager, oh, hey, you need to reach for this guy because it's a need.
Yep.
You can take the best player available. And that's something that we normally don't do, especially with Patricia. He wanted his guys and his guys only, no matter where they were.
And that's why he's unemployed. Yeah. That's why he's currently, well, he's not, he's working at like a fast food restaurant compared to the position he last had. So
he must be working. He must be working the lunchroom at the Patriots Stadium. I don't know.
Well, you know, they said he would be anywhere. Like, he's just, I'm like, what kind of title?
Okay. He's the assistant lunchroom manager. Got
it. About quality H2O.
Right.
He's just the one that plops it onto the mat. He's the dude that stands at the end of the line giving you dessert. I got you. I got you.
Hey, hold on a second. I got to do it for one time.
There we go.
You need some water? You need some water, Mr. Belichick?
But yeah, man. So Mark, since you didn't really catch it, man, it was definitely a good watch and a great listen. But they both kind of, I like how forthcoming they were. What a breath of fresh air from Mr. Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. Patricia's telling you to sit up straight and, you know, from standpoints and views. And I like their transparency, man. And what was one of the biggest, like, what is your biggest draw about having Dan Campbell as our coach, man?
The biggest draw that I see in Dan Campbell is that he's going to be a player's coach. He's going to definitely be a player's coach. We never had that with Patricia. He's going to be a guy that I think that players can go up to him, and even if it doesn't even have to do with football, they can go up to him and they can talk to him, man, go into the office, have a sit down, have a nice chat, things like that. And then when it comes down to football, same kind of deal. This is going to be a guy that is going to be very approachable. I think he's going to be really media friendly. He's not going to be that jerk that Patricia was. I think just like we don't know what type of coach he's really going to be like as on the football field itself and his schemes and all. But I think when it comes down to it, man, he's going to be a guy that's really approachable, and and players, his own players are going to love him. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you've ever played the game, who's ever played sports in general, when you have a coach that you really like, you lay yourself on the line for that coach. And that's what I really like about Dan Campbell.
Well, you know, the funny part is Dan Campbell, like you said, man, that was the first thing that jumped out is not only this guy, he know what it's like to have played here and lose. He know what it's like to play the game being a former player. But I like the fact that he was so approachable, which brings me to a kind of an unrelated thing, but something else that he said. And I don't know if you guys have, I'm sure you guys have, being Lions fans, but Sheila Hamp Ford, she's been more involved, but not in a Jerry Jones type way. And if you ask him, he's saying that Sheila is very involved, but what she says is, hey, basically, I'm writing the checks, y'all the football people, and I like that. So, DERRN, knowing that Sheila Ford is involved, but only to a certain extent, how does that make you feel about going forward with our team, man?
My question is to people, don't you want your boss to know what she's doing?
Yes.
Don't you want her to know what you're doing so she knows that you're doing the right thing?
Yes.
Sure, what you're doing. She's still giving you the power, but she wants to know what you're doing. She wants to be involved. Unless you guys want to do what William was doing and Martha, just not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
Well, they are, 25 years older or whatever. There's not much they can do. Sheila's on up there too, but she's very... But yeah, but DERRN, how does it make you feel, man? Do you feel like this is kind of an SOL thing, or do you feel even the slightest difference from how it's been in the past?
Oh, it's completely different. We haven't had one that actually wanted to learn anything. They just let them do whatever. She wants to know how they're doing stuff. She wants to learn. Yeah. She's learning on the job.
Right. And I think that, and we'll go to Mark here, I think that one of the things is like when you're a kid, right? You're learning from your parents, and your parents might not know. They might try to teach you the way that they were raised, but then when you have kids, you do something different. And I think Sheila growing up around this organization while her parents just kind of came into it, she's been there pretty much the whole time. So Mark, how do you think it is, man? You think, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get too excited, but Sheila being involved, but only so much. How are you feeling about that, man?
I love it. Well, this is the thing with Sheila Ford. She's been in the background forever, watching how it shouldn't be done.
Facts.
Like she's been like, oh man, my old man did this. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, mom, what'd you like? You know what I mean? Like seeing things that didn't equate to success. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, they did everything the opposite of what probably should have been done in most parts. I'm sure they got some things right over 60 years, but not really, I guess. But she saw it from a point of view where, okay, she was watching how it shouldn't be done. So she's trying to flip the script, and she's trying to do it the way, okay, well, this is how maybe I need to be on how I need to get this done. I need to do it this way instead of the way my mom and dad used to do it. And I'm not trying to bash Willie Clay and Martha. I'm really not, but it's kind of, you can kind of see it. It's facts, man. It's facts. She watched her parents kind of destroy this organization somewhat. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, you just speaking facts, Mark. It is what it is, man. That's
I'm just speaking facts, man.
That is what it is, man.
And she just wants to do it the right way. She wants to do it the right way, man. And she's doing the complete opposite of what her parents did. So
it does feel like that. It does feel like that, Mark. Like, you know, as early, and we talk about, you know, Kool-Aid and Spike Kool-Aid. And that's one of the reasons why this show is Spike Kool-Aid, because it's like, I don't want to be on it every year, but I can't help myself, man. It's like, it's almost like, I don't want to say it because, you know, I might get flagged or something, but it's almost like an addiction, man. Like you can't let this team go. You can't get off the Kool-Aid, even if you sip it, you know, in the dark. You know what I mean? You always on it. Now, Trox, man, you see, we've been through William Clay. We've been through Martha. And Martha was a lot different from her husband. You know, she was about business, but I feel like Sheila's a little different. And does it make you feel any different with Sheila being at the helm, man?
Absolutely. It feels a lot different. You know, I mean, first and foremost, how do you go after this guy and this guy? They were both spitting facts. So shout out to the DERRN and shout out to Mark dropping those facts.
The ball head crew, son.
Hey,
the ball head crew and the patch head crew up here. Patch head and ball head. I should have shaved it off, man.
Hey, facts.
Oh, man.
You know, but I mean, for me, I love seeing that Sheila is in the meetings, you know, like you guys were saying, you know, she's trying to learn.
Yeah.
You know, hey, why do you guys want to get rid of this player? Why do you guys want to go get this player? Why do you guys want to move this player to this position, that, and things of that nature? You know, she wants to know all that because obviously at the end of the day, she's writing that check. You know, they're going to give her, you know, she's giving all these guys the power, but at the same time, she wants to know what she's giving the power to. You know, let me see what this kid that you're trying to bring in is going to do. Can he do it? If he can, hey, here's the check. Go get him. Bring him here.
Yeah, and you know, and it's funny, guys, because another thing that these guys talked about, because I know we want to talk about the draft, and I think the draft is important toward the future, and you build on the draft. That's how you get that longevity out of your team. But there's something called free agency that's coming very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks from tomorrow, free agency starts. Now, with that being said, we're going to start with Mark. We talked about this a little bit last week, but we talked about a running back, and we can talk about whoever you want today. But it appears as though a couple of folks might be cut, man. Desmond Trufant, Danny Shelton. There's one more as well that could possibly get cut. If you guys know who it is, remind me. But with that being said, that might open up some cap space for us to make a move. Now, I look at it as this. There's two guys at the running back position that I wouldn't mind, and we talked about it last week, but I'll get to that later. Mark, is there anybody you want to see from any position be a Detroit Lion in a realistic fashion? You know, it doesn't have to be outlandish or anything like that because we know we don't have any money. So a realistic Detroit Lion, who would you like to see come to our team in free agency? Don't worry about the money, just somebody you would like to see.
Well, I'm still going to stick to my guns with Mike Davis from Carolina, the running back. The running back, okay. Yeah, I just got a little thing for the guy, man. I really like the way I really like the way he's played in the NFL. He's been with Chicago, he's been with Seattle, he's been with Carolina for a couple of years, and McCaffrey went down last year, and that kid stepped up, man. He's 28 years old. He's not old. He's not young. You know what I mean? But he's still only 28, and I really like the way he stepped up when McCaffrey went down last year, man. He scored a handful of touchdowns, caught the ball like an animal, almost had like 60 receptions, I think, in a limited fashion.
Yeah.
Ran for over 600 yards, got in the end zone, like I said, 8 times on the ground, 2 in the air. I just think he'd be a real nice fit for Swift, because I think Swift needs a guy. He needs a guy. And we had AP last year, but he didn't really scare nobody. I'm not saying Mike Davis is going to scare the world, but I just think it'd be a real solid guy to come into Detroit and just play well.
Yeah, and he's also not 35 like AP. So, I mean, I'm not looking at a 35-year-old running back scaring anybody. You know what I mean? So I agree with you 100%. Now, DERRN, is there anybody, of any position that you would like to see realistically become a Detroit Lion for the 2021 season?
Who do I want? Allen Robinson. But that's probably not going to happen. Realistically, I think the Lions could get a wide receiver like Tyrell Williams. He's been with our offensive coordinator. I don't think he would be that expensive.
Okay.
Jonathan Hankins, he's going to be a free agent because if we cut our defensive tackle, we're going to need a defensive tackle.
True.
Rankins has ties with Campbell, but I think he's probably in for a payday. He played pretty well last year. There's a lot of guys out there that I would like to at least for them to look at. Solomon Thomas, he's going to be out there.
Yeah.
I know people don't like him, call him a bust. Yeah, he was kind of a bust in the 49ers. That's why he's going to be cheap. And he's really talented.
That's our favorite word, man. The word of the day. Cheap. It's the word of the week, man. Every single week. It seems like that's all we can do is cheap.
We have to be, though.
I think we have to be, we have to budget. When I think of cheap, you know what I think of? I'll tell y'all a little quick story.
High budgeting.
Before we get to Trox, you have kids and you're teaching them about, the quality versus something that might be a little on the cheap side, right? And not all the time, money equals or expense equals a quality product. Well, in this case, we go to Five Below, right? Five Below. He has $5. And I said, son, you want to make sure you make the right decision. All right. He picks a bath toy, a boat with a remote and everything. Now, mind you, we're at Five Below. So, gentlemen, that means $5 and below. And I remember he has never forgot. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. And he has never forgotten this. I said, Zach, it's cheap. And we took it home. He's in the tub and it motors for like 5 seconds, bro. And then it just takes on water and all you see is bubbles. And I say that because sometimes you get what you pay for. And I think we need to budget a little better and get somebody on the budget instead of on the cheap. Now, with that being said, Trox, who would you like to see realistically be a Detroit Lion for the
I do want to say something
season?
Really quick. Did you backload that contract for that boat?
No, it was not. It was not. Receipt was in the trash and everything, man. Not backloaded at all. Trox, who would you like to see be a Detroit Lion realistically in the free agent market?
Well, for one, you guys brought up really good players. If we lose Kenny Golladay, I would love to see Curtis Samuel, Carolina Panther. I would love to see him. He's, he got a little bit of speed. He got, some good route running. He's going to give you some good production. That is one guy I would love to see on a budget. I don't know who would be that budget guy though.
Yeah.
Like you guys said, Solomon Thomas could come on a budget. I wouldn't mind seeing Solomon Thomas. He's I feel, in the right system, he can shine.
Man, now I'm gonna tell you who I think, and I'm giving y'all primo information because I know we talk about this behind the scenes, and I'm gonna make a official video about this later. I think one of two running backs are gonna come to Detroit. I don't think that we will draft. If we do, it's gonna depend on two things. One, more draft capital, trading out of the 7th round pick, or two, something else that I forgot because I'm old. Okay, but the second thing. So here's the two running backs. I think
his brain went cheap.
I think it's going to be a Detroit Lion. And fellas, I'll get your thoughts on this. They both have ties with both our head coach and our GM. I think one of the guys that my second choice, I think, will be a Mark Ingram. I do think we could lure him here, but we have to kind of see what his market is. Maybe about 3 million, because I know he's used to getting about 5 or 6 a year. The other guy, the number one person, I made a video about this guy 2 years ago. He used to, let me see if you guys know, he used to be a Ram, the Detroit Lions. We tried, Troxel knows.
I got to be quiet, though.
Okay, so he used to be a Ram. He's currently a Ram. We actually tried to sign him, but the Rams matched the offer. You guys, it's a running back, Mr. Malcolm Brown. Yeah. I feel like either one of those guys will be a Detroit Lion. I think AP is gone. And I personally believe that you have the youth and the size of Malcolm Brown, but then you've got the experience and the freshness of Mark Ingram. So I think we talked about this real quick last week. Is there any running backs? I know Mike Davis is what Mark says, so we'll go to Trox. A running back you might, or how do you feel about either a Malcolm Brown or a Mark Ingram? Which one would you prefer, man?
I wouldn't.
You got to pick one. Got to pick one though.
I wouldn't mind Malcolm Brown. He's a little bit younger.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He might have a little bit of youth on his side.
Yeah.
I'm looking through the list right now on
it's not a big list,
running
bro.
backs.
Not a big list.
It's not that big of a list for decent ones, at least. However, always liked TJ Yeldon.
Deion Lewis isn't on there though.
He should just retire, please.
Deion.
I've always liked TJ Yeldon, but he hasn't been the greatest. He had his chances. I do like Malcolm Brown. Yeah, like you said, it's not that great. Jerick McKinnon would be intriguing to me.
Ooh.
He has injury problems, but that dude is fast.
He knows
and
this, the division too.
Right. He used to be a Minnesota Viking a long time ago. He got his payday, went to the 49ers, got hurt his first 2 years there, and played pretty decent last year when given the opportunity. He's not going to get that big payday again because you don't know what's going to happen with him.
Right.
But if we build our O-line better, like I want to do personally, I think he would be a pretty good fit, and he's not that old.
Really? Now I'm gonna go ahead and he's gonna be one of these two guys are gonna be my Danny Amendola from 2019 and my Everson Griffin from 2020. I really feel like that one of these guys will be here. Specific. I don't know what Malcolm Brown's contract is. I do know Ingram is free, but I feel like one of them will come, man. I really believe that. Now let's move on to a different topic that I thought was awesome.
1 second, really quick. I just saw someone that's a free agent.
Who? Who?
Amir Abdullah.
Really?
Oh, no.
Are you? Wait a minute. Serious? So
Fumbleitis.
Man, boy, fumble. Wait, hold on, man. He repped in Minnesota though. He did his thing in Minnesota.
He's a free agent.
He didn't have that many opportunities in Minnesota.
But listen,
I think his only touchdowns were against us.
But he always coughed it up here. He always coughed it up. So for him not to cough it up there is a big deal. I mean, what I want to know.
Detroit.
Now, Grid, you want to know what I really want to do with this running back group?
What do you really want to do?
Because we did draft DeAndre Swift last year. I wouldn't mind waiting until the 3rd or 4th round. And if we have to, we got Kerryon Johnson to trade. We got a Jesse James to trade for to get this this pick. And that is I got to give a shout out first and foremost to the draft guru, TA of Noble Sports.
Yeah, TA be hicking it out of the park, man.
Hey, out of the park. But that's
oh no.
He's from Oklahoma State.
Trox, well, why are you trying to figure that out?
To the no. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Travis Doyley with the $5 super chat. He says thoughts on getting Darius Geis running back.
That's
it.
I don't think he's ever allowed back in NFL.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. DERRN, you look like you're fidgeting over there, man. What you want to say?
I was one of the biggest fans of Darius Geis coming out of college. I think he would have been better than Fournette if not his legal troubles.
Yeah.
which now isn't that hard, but I mean, I wanted him way more than Kerryon Johnson. And when we traded up to get Kerryon, I thought it was for Geis. I was so hyped. And then when they said Kerryon Johnson, I flipped my lid. I was so angry. I was like, who is this? Why? He's right here.
Yeah.
Dude is so talented, but you got to fix yourself.
All right. Shout out to Bryce and shout out for TROXEL'S Sports Talk for, what do you call it? Screenshot.
What do you call it?
Mock draft. And that is Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard, I would love him here. You get him roughly around the 112 pick. So you add him, you add it to where you can have Swift and Chuba Hubbard there. There's also Trey Sermon. There's so many different. This draft is so deep in wide receivers and running backs.
But Trox, the thing about that is we currently only sit at 6, and
like
I know
I said, you got Kerryon Johnson. You can go ahead and trade.
Nobody wants Kerryon Johnson. That's like more. Here's what Kerryon is the equivalent to. Kerryon Johnson is the equivalent to me going to LA Fitness. I'm running on the treadmill. Okay,
you got
for about an hour, bruh.
You got to stop and think about it though. If you have, say, a guy like, if he goes to, say, the Jets, you got Robert Saleh. Or where?
The 49ers.
If he went to the 49ers, he would be great.
Absolutely. If he gets traded to the 49ers, if he goes to the New York Jets.
Wait, who are we talking about going to be great?
Kerryon.
Man, what's wrong with y'all, bro?
Kerryon would be really good in that
system. How would he be great? How would he be great, guys?
He is still young.
Come on, man.
And if you have a drill sergeant type of coach or a coach that's just going to wild you up, things of that nature, kind of like a Robert Saleh, bro, you're going to get some production out of him.
I'll tell you why he would be great. What running back hasn't been great on that team?
Well, yeah, that's true, too.
That O-line, man. That running system.
I mean, because didn't Breida?
Yeah, but you got to stay healthy, man.
Yeah.
Breida showed out there, and then Breida went where?
Actually, low key, I wouldn't mind getting Breida.
Breida went where and went Goff.
He is what do you call it?
Coleman?
He is in
none of them could stay healthy. Still
Miami.
Great.
Yeah.
He's with the Dolphins.
He went from like one hit wonder to nothing. He's like Hanson. Y'all remember Mbop? That is Breida, bro. Okay, so listen.
Hey, listen, man. Nobody I'm sorry, guys. No one's trading for Kerryon Johnson, bro.
I now we gotta cut him.
Hey,
what are you gonna get? Like, what are you gonna get?
Y'all didn't let me finish my analogy, bro. I'm running on the treadmill. I'm all nasty and sweaty.
When
I go to the locker room and I take them off and I Kobe. That's what he equivalent to, bro.
Kobe.
Hey, he equivalent to my undergarments after a sweaty run. I'm telling you, man. Dude is garbage. I don't want. I mean,
he might be our garbage, but
treasure,
like I've always said, though. Like I've always said, one person's trash is another person's treasure.
Yeah,
but somebody would literally have to be in love with him to trade for him. Like they would have to be like, man,
he has zero.
You got to stop thinking about it though. If you're asking for like a 4th or a 5th or a 6th or a 7th, I would do that. He's still young enough.
Yeah. Trox, you could have said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. I mean, you could have just kept going. 21. So listen. Go ahead, Derrn.
Like,
when I think about stuff like this, like the Chicago Bears got rid of Mike Davis. Okay,
right?
You just never know what they're going to do on another team.
They did. Yep.
Hey, they let go of
Seattle. What is Seattle?
Yeah, they also let go of Jordan Howard.
Right.
Yeah.
Packers gave up Casey Hayward.
Just like I said, you would have to be in love with the guy to trade for him.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Get a 5th or a 6th, man, jump all over it.
I think he's
Chuba Hubbard.
And I think he's going to stay. I think Kerryon's going to stay. How much use would he be? I mean, if he stays healthy, I feel like he can be of service. But he is definitely no longer the number 2. There's no way. If you let
he ain't no number 2.
Adrian Peterson, 35 years old, bro. Okay. And you can't even get on the field, but in past situations, how many of us knew when Kerryon was on the field, he wasn't running the ball? Every last one of us, man. Yeah. We knew that. So he has zero value except in the pass game. Yeah. So for me, now listen, You know, we got the draft expert. This dude has never been wrong. I've watched all of his mock draft, and for the past, since I was probably about 17, he's never been wrong. Mr. Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper has never, ever been wrong. Okay. And he's got us taking a wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken, number 7. Now, Brad Holmes, he kind of threw some mystery. I like the little Mysterio games he's playing. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If you ain't seen Homecoming or It's Far From Home, you need to see it. But he's playing some games, man. He's throwing a lot of smoke, a much better job than was done last year by Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. But with that being said, a wide receiver at number 7, Trox. We got 6 picks currently. That means let's say we don't move from this. We have 6 picks and that's it. Wide receiver at 7. I know you got some guys that you would take. So how would you feel if he did take a wide receiver, and who would you want?
I mean, if it's a wide receiver, he better be Kelvin Johnson Jr. or Junior, or the third, or something.
Okay. Or senior.
Yeah, right.
Or like somebody.
You
or
better
ancestor.
Hey, you better be what do you call it? Herman Moore or somebody of that nature. Like, you got to be a dog, like the alpha dog. Me personally, at 7, I'm actually going to take Slater. I want the offensive line, the tackle, finish that position off.
Like it.
Really? But wide receiver, Trox is the wide Mel Kiper, who's never ever been wrong.
Oh, he's
in
been
his
wrong.
mock draft. Come on,
he's been wrong.
Oh, wait a minute. What? I thought he was never wrong. Who is Mel Kiper? Who is Mel Kiper?
Mel Kiper, him and Todd McShay. Hey, they be sipping some spiked Kool-Aid.
That's what you call sarcasm. This dude, man. I'm like, how do you live and breathe? Could you imagine Mel Kiper's life, bro? Like, he get up, he instantly does his hair, and then he starts like talking to his wife about the draft.
Yeah, me too.
I do that every day.
But listen, if we take, I personally want us to draft back. I really do. Depending on the quarterback situation. But that's real sticky. But I mean, the wide receiver mark is 7. How you feeling about that, man? If we do follow Mel Kiper's never wrong prediction.
I think the wide receiver at 7 is SOL, fellas.
Yeah.
I think it's the same old Lions, man. It's not a way to build the team. I personally, I don't think it is. And I know Spielman, if you guys seen that the other day, he said that he feels that you should build a team from not the inside out, from the outside in.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if that's just Brad Holmes and maybe Dan Campbell throwing out Spielman and say, hey, man, go throw a curveball out there and say that we really want a wide receiver at 7. Because I can't see it. I just don't see a wide receiver at 7. I know how our wide receiver position is absolutely terrible. And
I missed that.
It's a new member, Corey Batten.
Yeah, I can't see. Shout out to Corey, man.
Shout out Corey.
StreamYards is frozen, so I can't see when something happens. But shout out to Corey, man. Appreciate that.
Welcome to the Gridiron Draft Picks.
Absolutely. And Corey, if you are over the age of 21, make sure you email me, man. Got something for you. Mark, finish, bro.
Yeah, I just don't see a wide receiver at 7, especially Trox hit it earlier too. This is a really deep wide receiver draft this year. You can get some really good ones later on. You can get some good ones in the 3rd or the 4th round.
Yeah.
So you can get some good ones. So
I mean, now imagine. No, go ahead, bro.
No, yeah. I'm just saying, like, at 7, I can't see it, man. We have to either address this defense or we have to address this O-line. And we can't go wide receiver at 7, guys. Not when it's so deep.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Yeah,
we can't do it. Now, DERRN, listen, shout out to JGB. He mentioned something. Kyle Pitts kind of climbing up the charts. I know he's a tight end, but they saying dude is big and he could play receiver even at 7. Now, I know, DERRN, what would you like to see? Like, if we take a wide receiver at 7, how do you feel about that, man?
It better be Jamar Chase.
Look, DERRN answers every question the same. It's like,
it's almost the same thing. It's like, it's not what I want to happen.
Yeah, right.
What I want to happen is trade back with like the Broncos or the 49ers. And what Trox said, give me Rashawn Slater. You sure up that O-line. And I know so many people complained about Vitae last year. This is your perfect scenario, okay? you can put Slater or Vitae in one of the right spots, put the other one in the other. You're grooming Slater, and then you get rid of Vitae next year. And then you run the ball, and that's what we want to do, correct? So
you better.
It's the perfect scenario, in my opinion. If we pick a wide receiver, I would rather pick a wide receiver at 7 than Micah Parsons. I am so tired of hearing people say, take Micah Parsons at 7.
I feel like Micah Parsons
starting to make me mad.
I feel like Micah Parsons is this year's Isaiah Simmons. That's just honestly what I feel like. Like, as far as people mocking him to the D, I feel like Micah Parsons is he's kind of the same and like getting the same type of push to come to Detroit like Isaiah Simmons was getting. It just seems like I hear his name everywhere. Linebacker, we chose, you know what I'm saying? Like we chose who do we choose? Jeff Okudah. Speaking of that, I like what Troxel said about building from the outside in. Bob, Lord have mercy, forgive me, Brad. I'm sorry. Brad Holmes said that he kind of, we need some cornerbacks as well. He said,
is there another one?
Shout out to John Campbell.
John. Shout out to John.
Chat.
Man, yeah, I know. John says best overall at 7 or a third first round 2021 pick.
Meaning trading back and adding another
and acquiring another one. I'm doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, let me ask you guys this to go into so many things he talked about. But I want to get to this one first to go off John's comment. The New England Patriots need a quarterback. We don't know if Cam Newton is going to sign back. I think that Cam could possibly wind up on the Washington football team. I really believe that, but I know he wants to. Listen, this is not a shameless plug. If you have not seen Brandon Marshall's show, I Am Athlete, please watch this show. It is amazing. It is a great show. Premieres every Monday at 12 EST. Watch it. Cam Newton was on there last week. He wants to stay a Patriot, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Even Bill Belichick wants him back. He just doesn't like his arm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
welcome back.
He's like, I like Cam Newton. I just don't like his arm.
Well, then that means you got to move on. That means you have to move on.
I don't like Cam Newton at all.
I know.
He's got to move on.
Now listen, what if the Patriots might come up to number 7 to get a quarterback? Now I know you guys don't have it pulled up, but I know they have the 46th pick and the 15th pick. What do you think you require if the Patriots said, listen, Brad, we want to come up. Let's say we don't take a quarterback. Let's just hypothetically say we're still there at 7. We don't take a quarterback, even though Fields and Lance are still on the board at this point, but we're just going to play a game of make-believe. And the Patriots want to come up. They've got the 15th pick. What would it take for DERRN? What would it take, man, for the Patriots to – I'll pull up their information while you're talking, but what would it take, man, for you to give the 7th pick to the New England Patriots?
I don't think they'd be willing to do it anymore, to be honest, because I think they had to forfeit their 3rd-round pick.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
I don't know if they'd be willing to anymore. But if they did, I'd be hoping for a 3rd this year and a 1st next year, but it would probably sound like it'd have to be a 4th this year, maybe a 4th next year, and the 1st next year.
Okay, so you're saying that if the Patriots said, hey, we want 7, they'll give you 15, right? You want 15, and you want the 4th round pick of this year?
Yep, 4th round next year and the 1st next year.
Ooh, that's not bad at all.
That's what I would want. Man, you're dropping big time.
Yeah, you are.
Shout out to Frog Crop.
Man, I haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate that, Frog Crop. Says great things coming. I cannot put you guys' super chat on the screen because StreamYards is acting stupid today. So I apologize for that. Now, Mark, let's say the Patriots want to come up, man. They have no third round pick. They had the 77th, but it was forfeited. Shout out to DERRN due to COVID violation. So what would it take for them to come up to get that number 7th pick? And you got Fields and you got Lance still on the board as well as all the other ones except Wilson and Lawrence. What would it take for them to come up, man?
Well, you'd have to be paying, man. You'd have to be paying. It's like for sure. If okay, they're already giving up the 3rd, right? So
third's forfeited.
I don't want nothing to do with a 4th round pick. I'd be like, okay, I'll do your 1st. We'll swap the 1st. You give me a 2nd, and then this year too, a 1st and a 2nd. I'd probably accept a 1st and a 2nd because you're not dropping too much back. Do they
Yeah,
have
they
a second
pick
round pick?
46th. Yeah, they do.
46?
They
Okay.
pick 15, 46. They were supposed to pick at 77, but they forfeited that, and then they don't pick again until 111.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want a fourth round pick. I wouldn't want a fourth round pick. And the first next year would be nice, but that'd be kind of tough. I bet you getting another first round pick, but you are getting a quarterback. You are giving them a quarterback in return. You're letting them, draft a quarterback if that's what they want.
Right.
But
I think they
I would
they
definitely,
might.
yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
But I would definitely ask for that swap of picks. Obviously, and then a second round pick just to start, man. And then maybe something next year, like a third or a fourth next year.
Okay, Trox, what do you think, man?
3 first-round draft picks.
Oh, Trox said put some respect on my name.
Hey,
okay.
You want a quarterback? You want to be good? We had to deal with your Patriot way crap here in Detroit. Give me 3 first-round draft picks.
Okay, so you're talking about so we take 15,
next year's first, and the following year's first
for the number 7th overall pick.
Yep.
Trox, I ain't mad at you, bro. I see if we had number 3, maybe, but hey, you reach for the stars, man. All you can do is miss. But that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, with that being said, we're still at 7 at this point. And I know we talk about this a lot, guys, and I know I think I heard something about Jared Goff might be working with somebody, but I don't know. Jared Goff, man,
with the footwork king. That's who he needs to be working out with. I'm telling y'all. Hey, y'all think I'm crazy always hyping up the footwork king, but he y'all like Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one of his products.
I am terrified, absolutely terrified of the where we are as far as the lack of running back, in my opinion, the lack of wide receiver. And Brad did say like wide receiver, man. Like, so here's what I think is going to happen. I'm going to put it on record right now that free agency will determine the draft. We know that.
Oh, absolutely.
But I feel like somebody's voxing somebody.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I feel like the Lions are not going to take a quarterback. I really don't think they are. I just feel it in my hearts of hearts that one of these teams is going to come up. One of these quarterback needy teams is going to come up and they're going to snag a Fields or a Lance or something like that. And the Detroit Lions, I mean, you never know. It's a lot of teams that want a quarterback. I know Carolina is in the mix for somebody. I think Teddy Bridgewater is up to be swapped or something. Somebody was saying something. So I feel like we trade back. Now, Mark, I know. What does your heart tell you that the Detroit, we haven't hit free agency yet. And I think that's going to, if we get a Tyrod Taylor, I think we definitely trade back if the offer's right. We got to have a trade partner, and I think we will. What is your heart telling you that the Detroit Lions are going to do with that 7th pick?
I think my heart's telling me that Holmes and company are going to wait to see where these quarterbacks go and how many of them go within 1 to 6.
Okay.
And I think if there's a couple left, I think they're going to start fielding calls or making calls themselves, saying, hey, man, we're willing to get out of this pick if you want a quarterback. That's my heart, is that they're waiting to acquire more draft capital. That's what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to wait because somebody might be in love with a guy like just say like you said, a Justin Fields or a Trey Lance. Someone could be a lot in love with those 2 players. So that's what I think they're doing. They're going to wait to see where a couple of these quarterbacks are going to be by the time the pick comes to them.
Man, shout out to John with another dono. He says, Trox, yes. 3 first rounds from New England. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, you did it wrong. You did it wrong.
What I do wrong?
He said, Trox, yes. 3 first-round draft.
Well, Trox, how would I sound if that? How would I sound doing that? What is this? What is this? When Harry met Trox? Come on, bro. Man, listen. So DERRN, what do you feel, man? I like what Mark said about kind of. So, Mark, it seems like they're probably not too inclined if we look at your logic to. I mean, they're willing not to take a quarterback at 7, right?
I don't think they're taking a quarterback. I have a feeling they're not going to take a quarterback, and I think they're going to wait to see who's there. And we still don't know if they love all the quarterbacks. Brodus comes out and says he loves them all. Yeah. But that could be just draft talk.
It's for sure. Absolutely.
That's draft speak, man. Yeah, we love everybody. You know what I mean?
that.
No, everyone's on the table. Everyone's on the table. So I think they're, because we only have 6 picks. So I'm thinking they're going to want to maybe acquire more picks.
Man, could y'all imagine? I mean, doesn't 9 seem like a beautiful number? I mean, imagine last year we had 9, bro. Imagine if we had 9 this year, including the 7th overall pick. Could you
drop back a
imagine?
couple spots and get Micah Parsons, right?
Man, we can make so much magic, happen. Now, DERRN, I mean, 6, bro. I mean, isn't it just it's kind of weird how these guys just got, I mean, Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia were bad. Like they were bad, bro. So we got 6 picks. What do they do, man? What do you think they do at 7?
Okay, I want to clear something up. If we trade back and then get Parsons, I'm totally okay with it. That's fine.
Trade back to where?
7.
To where?
I think the most logical trade backs are probably with the Broncos, the 49ers, and maybe New England. I just don't see it because they forfeited their 3rd.
Yeah, you can't go too much farther, man. For that kid,
Broncos, so we go to 9. We go so they're willing to come up 2 spots to get 9. And what do they give us?
Take a quarterback.
Yeah. They better take a quarterback if they want to win a game.
Only 2 spots. I would probably say a 3rd.
Only maybe. 2 spots.
Yeah,
bro. You only 2 spots, man. You both. If they you better give me more than that because Carolina can take a quarterback too, and then Fields and Lance off the board.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
here's my thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywhere beyond the 49ers, I'm going to ask for their next year 1st round pick because that's going too far. In my opinion, that you might not get the guy that you love.
Hey, if I'm trading back, period, I'm getting in next year's 1st.
I don't think you can get a next year's 1st if you only go 2 spots back.
You're going into the top 10.
That's the conversation starter, though.
Right.
Say
if you go into 9, you're still in the top 10 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this. Detroit Lions could snatch by the Carolina Panthers, Trey Lance and Fields could be off the board, right? So Denver sitting there at 8, taking whoever's after them.
So from what I'm hearing, that Mac Jones is flying up boards and that the NFL loves him.
Mac Jones.
Who? Well, are you kidding me? Is this real speak? He's flying up.
I hear that the NFL loves Mac Jones way more than the media does.
Okay,
and that he might be able to surpass Trey Lance.
Ooh.
All
right.
Then I'll be taking Trey Lance.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Mac Jones. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, man.
That's the Mac Jones thing is intriguing, like DERRN says, man. I'm trying to figure out why everyone's in love with this guy. Like, I don't think he's a bad quarterback. But I don't know.
Pure pocket passer.
He's a pure pocket passer. We
definitely don't need that. Yeah, we definitely because our O line. Yeah, go ahead, man.
We had, right? That's what we had. We had that, man. We already had that.
I mean, a pure pocket passer.
He doesn't run, bro.
Yep. I mean, you said we had that as in former quarterback, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, in former quarterback, he had a little bit of
he wearing Ram stuff, bro. I'm glad I dissed him when he already got on Rams, and it ain't even official, so he's nothing to me.
Hey,
and the thing is, right now, guys, if you think it's right now, you think about it, we have that. That's what Jared Goff is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's not an athlete, man. He's no athlete. He's not going to be running away from people, man. He's not. You're going to have to protect him. But like this Mac Jones things, it's intriguing to me too because I've been reading what DERRN's been reading. I'm trying to figure out why he's flying up that draft boards, and I see that he is.
He's accurate, has a great deep ball.
He does. He does, man.
And he won a national title.
Well, check it out. Check it out. Guess who? Tankathon. Guess who? Tankathon got
look at those weapons.
The New England Patriots taking Mac Jones.
Yeah, see that makes sense. Yep. He is prototypical, lot like Tom Brady. Yeah, he won't run away. Accurate, stay in the pocket, but he's going to need a run game and an offensive line, just like Jared Goff does.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if that's the case, they have us. They still got us taking Trey. Yeah, they do. They've had this has not moved for weeks. They got us taking Trey Lance at 7, Justin Fields to the Falcons, Jamar Chase to the Dolphins, Zach Wilson to the Jets. Because let's be honest, Deshaun Watson ain't moving anywhere. They like got him by the puppet strings, man. That's not happening.
I do want to say something.
Yes, sir.
Trey Lance is my guy. He is my favorite quarterback. He is from my hometown. I know who he is. And I would love to try to get him on this show, which I'm going to try to do either Trey Lance.
Oh, to the
you better get him. You better get
either
him.
way.
You better get him here in Detroit. That's what we need to have. Groom our quarterback for a year or two.
He's the only quarterback I want out of those 4.
Yeah.
Except
he's the only one I'd be upset.
Trevor Lawrence.
I
would want Trevor Lawrence.
So
yeah.
But
I don't want a quarterback this year.
No.
That's my thing. If we want to build this team right, we need to build everything else and then the quarterback. You see, if we didn't get a quarterback in Goff in the trade, then I would understand.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you would throw that new quarterback in the same position and just let him fail as you would otherwise. So, and when they got Goff, they told him, look, we like you. You're our guy. And what would that tell him if you draft a quarterback in the first round right after you get him?
That we
You're
lied to you.
Our guy. You will destroy that man's confidence even more.
Yeah.
That would actually, for like me if I'm Jared Goff, like this is what it would do for me personally. I'd be like, okay, if I'm the guy, they drafted a quarterback, I better play my tail off.
That's what I was
Game in, game off.
Yeah.
True.
I can see that. But a lot of teams, they go other way. Like Wentz. He went south when they got hurt.
Yeah. Wentz is, no. Wentz is terrible.
No,
He's terrible. Listen, so if here's what I think, and I think that's why we like to skip over free agency. But as Brad Holmes was talking today, it's critical. It really is, man, because if we get a Tyrod Taylor, I am convinced we're not taking a quarterback unless it's just like Trevor Lawrence falls in our lap. You know what I'm saying? Then we take a quarterback. I feel like if we don't, it's still a little mystery. So I don't know if Brad wants to show his hand, but if he does, I still think even if he shows his hand, I still think it's a lot of guys, the Patriots, the Washington football team, they're without a quarterback. They got Heineke or whatever his name is, because I don't know it. Not trying to be disrespectful, but Heineke. Okay, they want to come up. They might want to come up. So I think whether Bob, I'm sorry, Brad. Oh, I'm sorry, Brad.
Hey man, you're gonna have to send him a basket, eh?
I know, man. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, it's just it's burned BB. Why do we have to get another B dude, man? Lord have mercy. But I think that free agency, we can't overlook it. We really can't. I feel like we could see I would say Tyrod Taylor, but no, looking at McDaniels, like I just don't know.
He's gone.
You think so? I hope he's gone, bro.
Put money on that. You save almost $3 million getting rid of him.
Yeah.
He needs to be gone.
Yeah.
I would take I can't stand Chase Daniels, bro. Oh my God.
I heard he makes a pretty good cheeseburger.
Extra Ches.
Yeah, he perfected it when he was unemployed. But guess what? He flipped that cheeseburger and come beat us that following Sunday. Yeah, he does. He does. Okay, so I see. Is there anybody you could see here as a backup quarterback, man? I think Tyrod is on the top of the list. I really do, man. And then David Blau. I think we round out is Tyrod, Goff first, Tyrod, and then Blau. I think Blau stays on the team. I think he's got a good upside. I mean, we just got to wait and see. He needs some playing time. I think Blau is better than Daniels. That's just my personal opinion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Trox, what do you think, man?
See, for me, I got to see how the draft falls, because it could be a free agent guy, but it might be an undrafted free agent guy. There's a lot of undrafted free agents that are going to be out there.
Well, we've seen what happens. We've seen this before. We've seen let's face it. Like Jordan Tiamo, where is he at? Where is he at on our roster?
He's on the roster.
Yeah, he's on the roster now, but he was on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's on the roster, who did he replace? Anyone? Did he?
Well, no. Right now, it's just sign everybody because you got to get up to 90 players.
Yeah, so he's just on the practice squad.
So he's nothing. He doesn't matter. He basically is expendable at this point.
I mean, everybody's expendable.
Yeah, he's expendable.
Jared Goff is not expendable.
No, not this year, but everybody else is.
Yeah. Jared Goff ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I had to reach for extreme. I had to just to counteract Trox's play.
Hey, shout out to Corey with the $2 super chat.
Yeah, member gang and the $2. Appreciate that. Corey says trade back and get draft capital. Goff can be the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that. He needs an O-line in the running game. Gotta have it.
Yep.
That's when he's at his
Now,
best.
Can I do a mock draft that I did just prior to getting
How
on?
long is the
We
mock
should
draft,
do one.
Trox?
It is
Is
just
it
the 6 pick. There's no trades. This
Okay.
is just straight up.
Man.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay, straight up at 7, Rashawn Slater. At 41, Jabril Cox. At 72, Tylan Wallace. At 88, Joe Tryon. At 112, Chuba Hubbard. At 154, Richard LeConte, the safety out of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Now,
upset. I'm upset.
Why?
You didn't get my guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown, man.
He was gone.
Come on, man.
I was trying to get him at 72.
All right.
He
I forgive
literally
you.
was literally picked at 71. I was like, are you kidding me?
Man, if Tyler Wallace, man, if that kid could stay healthy,
Get both of them, Tylan Wallace and Amon-Ra.
that brother.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be nice, man. That'd be nice.
But-
There's your number 2 and 3, possibly a number 1 in the future. There, one of those guys.
You're
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah, could
I
be.
did another mock draft earlier, and this is why Grid was like, how long is it? Because I literally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 picks, and I picked up a next year 4th round draft pick.
And didn't I tell you Trox was going to wind up saying 11, 12? Man, that's crazy. Listen. So I'm really kind of wondering where this thing is going to go, man. And I think that the Lions are in a very good position. I was very encouraged by what I saw today, and I'm very excited, man. But I don't want to get too excited because we've been down this road before, and I think we have to factor in free agency. I feel like we pick up our running back through free agency. I feel like there might be a wide receiver, 1 or 2, maybe one that we can get. I don't really know who's available. I haven't really dived into the wide receiver pool, but I know we're deep. But the issue is we don't have 9 picks. We've got 6. You know what I mean? And to get more than that, we've got to leverage our 7th round pick. And at that point, we're staying we're staying with Goff. Like, we're going to take Goff for the 2021-22 season. I really don't think the guy that comes in after him is going to start right away. I would prefer if they don't. I want a guy to kind of marinate on the sidelines, man. That's what I want.
And which is perfectly fine because odds are we're not going to be that great this year anyway. And with 2 picks next year, who knows? We could almost be the worst team in the league. So you could maybe get your one of the top 2 guys. And if you don't, you have those 2 first round picks.
Yeah.
It's just a better position to get the top guy.
Yeah.
Man, the curse of Matthew Stafford, member gang, what's up, man? Says, do you all think Goff wants to be here long or finishes 2 years and run? That is an excellent question. I love the fact he said run as in get out of town. Now, Mark, I got my thoughts on this, man, but what do you think of this super chat by Matthew Stafford, the curse of, who says, do you think Goff wants to be here or finishes 2 years and get up out of here?
Yeah, man, great question, bro. That's an actually a really good question, and really think about it, guys. LA to Detroit, from a really good football team to a really, really bad football team. I don't think he really wants to be here, but he probably knows it's a business. It's obviously a business. I don't know how much he can trust these guys that are bringing him in.
Yep.
So it's going to be like he could be gone in a year. Never mind 2 years.
Yep.
Never mind 2 years. He could be gone in a year. Hopefully he wants to stay and he plays his butt off. And he's got to be thinking to himself, too, okay, he's got to be thinking to himself, okay, listen, I'm going to play my butt off and I'm going to probably possibly get traded. So I want to throw 25, 30 touchdowns. I don't know who's going to throw those to, but he probably wants to do that, though, right? He wants to do that and say, okay, man, like, we still didn't win, guys. Hey, man, I'm 26, 27 years old. Maybe you guys should get rid of me, man. My contract's not is a little bit doable now. You can get rid of me. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what his thinking is. But I personally don't think he wants to be in Detroit.
I mean, who would? Who wants to be here, bro?
Man? Nobody wants to play here.
It's cold. The city sucks at mostly. I mean, people don't believe your boy is from the D. Don't let the proper speech fool you. I grew up in Detroit. It sucks. Most of it sucks. I mean, I'm serious, bro. People think, I mean, because is it the glasses? Is it the glasses? Is it something? They just don't believe, I guess, because I don't know, bro, but they don't believe I'm from the D. I lived in Detroit my whole life. It sucks. That's why I get upset when people talk about, but at the same time, there's a lot of great in this city. Everything that has been mentioned to good about people, the fighting spirit, man, the blue collar, the fact that the only thing we haven't had happen to us is a national disaster, but we fight for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really appreciate Bob. So, I mean, I'm done. All right. Man. Good night, everyone. That's it, everybody. It's been I can't do this, man. I'm sorry. Brad, Lord have mercy.
You know,
Brad, I'm sorry, man.
As a guy from Minnesota, all I heard growing up was how terrible of a place Detroit was. And they would only show you the pictures of the really bad spots.
Yeah.
But
that's what the media does.
Then you look into the really good things. Like, I heard downtown is amazing.
Oh, downtown is beautiful.
They also put money downtown into Detroit's cool.
I mean,
they put money into it though.
Facts, Trox. Right. It's like one of them play. You know how you had company coming over and you pick everything up and throw it in that one room. That's how you just shut the door and there you go.
Hey,
and
don't go in that room.
Oh, that door. That's nothing. That's
nothing. That's an extra closet.
That's how they do downtown Detroit. But it's got to start somewhere. My biggest thing, but it's not. I mean, we don't have a lot going on, man. We don't have a lot of stuff to do. It's not in the city. But the thing about when you come to Detroit, you have to come. I feel like you got to come with a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that Jared Goff, he should. If he's like us four fellas, we come in like my shoulder heavy right now. I'm bringing all the smoke because this guy. Listen, I'm not one for because Sean McVay ain't married, right? He not married. That was his girlfriend.
Yeah,
right?
That's his fiance. Yeah,
that's fiance. Okay, my bad. I didn't know it was that. But you don't do that. You know, so I'm not condoning that. But
it was girlfriend at the time, though.
Oh, it's his girlfriend. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be real tough. That's a no. But at the same time, if that's why you got me out of here, I'm like, bruh, they just said you had my back just a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? McVay had his back a few months ago and threw him out on the side.
Did you hear about the new stuff that came about what McVay said though?
Oh no.
He said, hey, he was like, maybe I did Jared Goff a little dirty.
He said it wasn't all his fault.
Yeah, he did say that. He came out and said something along the lines was maybe it just wasn't Jared. Maybe it was a little bit of me too.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me get this straight. So you get Matthew Stafford, and now you want to confess? Get up out of here, man. You want to confess.
I hope it blows up in their faces, man.
I do too, man.
Yeah. Hey, if it does, it just makes us that much better.
I mean, that's what you say. Why didn't you say that?
It is. You know what? Like Trox saying that. Yeah. You know what, bro? Trox, that's awesome that you brought that up because that is the weirdest thing. McVay bringing that up now.
Yeah.
Saying that when you got Stafford literally in your backyard, man, playing catch with your girlfriend. playing catch with your girlfriend, man.
Kelly over there.
All of a sudden, he's saying, "Well, man, you know what, man? Maybe it was me. Like I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit me." It's odd timing, man, for McVay to do that. It really is. It's kind of stupid. If you think about it.
Do you guys think it's so the Lions don't go back on the deal because it's not official yet?
It is not official. DERRN, I have been thinking about this, man. Like, what if it, for whatever reason, fell through? How would you let's just play like
a devil's advocate.
Yeah, let's just play like alternate
because somebody
reality.
could back up, right? Somebody could back out.
Yeah. Until it's official, it ain't official. Yeah. I mean, until you sign the marriage licenses, it ain't official. Even though you drop the I do right there, you got to put your name on that paper. that you do that before the reception because you might not
Ring
make
has
it.
not been placed on that finger yet.
So what if it fell through? Mark, how would you feel, bro? What if this thing fell through?
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know what to say. Seriously, I'd be dumbfounded. I'd be like, what? Like, I'd be like, what do you mean it didn't go through? Like, what do you like? You can't. Oh man, no.
Who got the cold feet?
So Mark, you're saying like you would feel some type of way now? Like,
I would feel some type. Hey man, I've already got Stafford's gone.
Yeah,
he's gone in my mind, man. He's done. Yeah. He's not here no more, man. All of a sudden, he's back. Can you imagine that? Like, it'd be like, no way, man.
Yeah, he would be dancing.
Kelly Stafford on Instagram, man, posting pictures of them on a boat, pulling out a boat with the hat backwards, and
I hate that.
LA Rams.
I hate that, bro.
Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, man, and yeah, he's a Ram. He's a Ram, and I'm sticking to it. He's a Ram.
He is the Ram, but
okay. Trox. Let's say it fell through. Let's say it just tanked, bro. Something happened, and then what?
Hey, first of all, I want to send a special shout out to Noble Sports Entertainment.
Okay.
With the comment of the day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Usher, this is my confession.
Oh man. Yeah, man.
But I mean, if it fell through and you know, obviously Stafford comes back to Detroit and Jared Goff goes back to the Rams. I think Stafford would still be gone, but I don't know at what price now because it would happen. Well, it would happen right at the free agency period. So you would have a frenzy at other quarterbacks, and then you would have that. I mean, it'd just be such a cluster, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Ring-a-ling, dinging, Carolina. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
I
know. Yeah. Now, DERRN, if it fell through, how you feeling?
Man, we all just got past this guy.
Yeah.
We don't even call him by his name anymore. He is our former quarterback.
Former quarterback, man.
Number 9. Yep.
We don't want that. We need these first-round picks.
I know. Yeah. I know. It's funny because I just got. Now, this dude has been a member. He's changed his name a couple months ago as soon as it happened. I just realized what the curse of Matthew Stafford. he's Matthew Stafford is the next Bobby Lane. That's what that means. Beware. It should be beware the curse of Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's got nothing. I mean, former quarterback has nothing to curse.
We haven't been winning anyway.
Yeah. He's got nothing to curse. He left. He's wearing the Rams gear. And I don't want to talk about this guy anymore.
Yeah, it's never. Steve-O just said it. It's never going to happen.
Oh, that's facts. Yeah.
It's never going to happen. But, man, it is it is fun to talk about.
You know, I had to listen. I woke up the other day. I said, what if I saw Matthew Stafford?
A little bit, yeah.
What if I saw him if I saw Matthew Stafford? Like, I'm not even going to lie, bro. I'd be like, bro, what was going on, man? Like, I honestly would say, hold on.
You laying pipe already?
What's going on, man?
I would be like, I would just ask him, like, to me, I mean, I feel if I'm Jared Goff, because that's where this conversation started, right? If I'm Jared Goff, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm in the weight room. I'm trying to get a little swole. I'm trying to get. I mean, my arm is, but everybody, your arm ain't as good as Matthew Stafford. Well, I'm gonna see if I can make it like that. I'm gonna do some cone drills. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do something. I feel disrespected. I don't like the fact that this dude has on a Rams outfit and it ain't even official. I don't like
same thing
that,
though as JJ Watt. He's already in Arizona Cardinals gear.
Yeah, he's doing squats in Arizona gear.
The same thing, fellas. It ain't the same.
How is it the same thing?
It ain't the same thing to me, bro. I don't care nothing about JJ Watt. JJ Watt,
JJ Watt. Same thing.
It ain't the same thing.
It is.
It ain't the same. Matthew Stafford said. Matthew Stafford said. Our former quarterback said, "I don't want to be here." It's a mutual thing. And first and Trox. It was early, bro. He had the Rams. He probably had one of them shirts. Hey, where you about to go? To the Rams. And he take it off and there's a Rams shirt on, man. And then you going out to dinner with Sean McVay? Stop it, bro. It's not
he went
the same.
to dinner prior to even getting traded.
What I'm talking about. So it's not the same. It's not the same.
Tampering.
Hey, can we get an extra pick?
Yeah.
Can we get an extra pick?
Would love it. Give us your fourth now.
Goff walking
I
around.
can, you know what, man? You know what, guys? I could really care less that he's walking around in LA Rams gear. That's
yeah,
good.
I don't care.
Good for him. Good
Yeah.
for him. Like, listen, I got nothing against Stafford. You guys know how my thing is on Stafford since he's been here, man. I think he hasn't had the help here. And now he wants to be gone. He's walking around LA Rams. I don't care if he's walking in LA gear, man.
Man, LA gear.
You remember that? Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that, bro. That was all Mama could afford, bro.
That was all Mama could afford, man. that was it.
Hey, if I had on LA gears, I was fly, bro.
Yep.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. I don't really care what he's wearing,
as long as it wasn't the Payless joints, because people, they knew. They knew them kids was mean. Them kids was mean. They knew, brother. Them ain't.
Oh, yeah, bro. 100%,
Go ahead, Mark.
Man.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah. No. I totally. That's just. That's awesome. That's good, man. You know what? Just, man, it's time. It's time to just know. Well, the thing is, we're never going to stop talking about it, right? We're not going to stop talking. No, you're not.
Yes, I am, bro. I got a little taser. My wife hit the taser every time I say, man, Matthew Stafford. I'm done.
The thing is, man, we'll be doing shows. We'll be doing shows come September, October, November, man, on what the Rams did by winning or losing, and how number 9 played.
Look, listen.
Guaranteed.
This is the only time I'm talking about him. Whatever week that is, when I'm in LA in SoFi Stadium and I'm rocking whatever it is, just Lions, everything, bro. That's the only time. Now y'all hear it live on the Gridiron Blitz. That's the only time I'm saying this dude's name. I'm not talking about him no more, man.
I'm willing to make a bet on that.
It's a good thing I don't bet.
I love that.
Okay, hey Mark, I'll shave my head. Oh man, oh man.
One of us.
Hey, no, you got to get a man weave. There you go.
I get a Manscaped. How about that? I'll buy myself a Manscaped.
I was about to say you on your own on that one.
Oh man. But listen. The thing about it is, fellas, it's like I'm just ready to move forward, and I feel like the new league year is gonna give us that opportunity. Let's just league year. It's official. Jared's ours. Stafford stairs.
Not for long.
And it's time to go. It's time to go at this point.
Our former quarterback is theirs.
Oh, okay. I
got you.
Oh my God. Oh man. I just okay.
Hey,
I've been doing so well.
Shout out? Can I give a shout out? Shout out to the curse of Matthew Stafford.
What did he say?
He says it's just gear.
Oh,
By the end of our season, Trox had 31 different uniforms on.
Yeah, Trox is that dude. He got the breakaway thing, man.
Man, the curse of Matthew Stafford. He's laying pipe today.
Oh my God, man.
Hold on, there's more. Hold on.
You got a Michigan hat. You got Arizona there somewhere.
Wait,
Arizona.
there's more.
There's a Lakers
Man.
cap.
I'm telling you. But you know what, fellas? It's been a great night, and we're gonna wrap it up, man. But I feel like we are ready to see a winning team, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm tired of losing, and I'm ready. I don't want to sit through a rebuild. I would much rather sit through a retool. I mean, I like what and if you haven't watched the interview, you need to watch it, because it's a this is what they said. They said we need some starters, which means that a lot of the guys that we already had as starters will not be starters coming up. We knew that, but we're glad that our regime knew it. And I feel like I'm tired of losing, fellas. I don't want this to be a throwaway season.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be, man. I'll be 42 this time next year. And we don't know if we'll have in the top 10 pick. I mean, who is that projected us to be the worst team in the league? Like ESPN, one of them clowns?
Did they?
No, Trucks. You?
I have us as 2 wins.
Okay, but it's actual like
It's
ESPN. Trox said that happened like me. I said that.
Hey, but y'all see this?
Trox, you gone, bro. I'm about to boot you out. I'm about to boot you out, bro. You just a jack of every team. So I mean, so
He's
Mark,
so spiked, he's changing.
Mark, you've been a Lions fan, I'm assuming, for a while. I love the fact that the fact that you're a Lions fan, even though your region is a little different from ours. But I mean, what does it mean to what is a satisfactory season for you to have? coming up
Yeah.
for the 2021 season? Like, what would be like, okay, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not too happy. I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, first off, man, I'm only 15 minutes away, man, from Ford Field, from my house.
That's very true. Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just always grew up a Detroit fan, man. Detroit, everything except hockey. Sorry, guys. But
Go Wings.
All the
like,
teams
what's
are bad
the-
this year. It doesn't matter.
yeah. Exactly, man? So what was the question again, Grid? I'm sorry, bro. Say that again. What's
Detroit-
satisfactory for me?
Like what? I'm tired of losing.
Yes.
Everybody has us losing. Like,
Yes.
like rebuild, retool. So we're going to suck in year 2, year 3. What is a satisfactory season for you in 2021? Like where you can kind of, you know what? I'm not devastated, but I know this ain't where I want to be.
Okay, well, I already think that we're not going to be a winning football club. So I've kind of talked about this in the past on some past shows too. So I want to see these guys play for their head coach. I want to see a camaraderie. I want to see how these guys handle adversity, because there could be some rough roads ahead. There could be some real rough roads ahead, guys. And I want to see how they handle it. I want to see how Dan Campbell handles the pressers after losing big, if they do lose big. I want to see how Brad Holmes comes out. Hopefully he doesn't run away like Bob Quinn did. Bob Quinn never talked to the media.
He did. He actually did not. During the season he refused.
It was weird.
It was very weird.
Once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope Brad Holmes doesn't do that, and I just hope they play tough. Now I'm not rooting for losses, saying, you know, because people take that like, oh man, like you just don't care.
Yeah,
like, you know, we're gonna lose. No, I just want to see. I want to see them play tough. I want to see a difference. I just want to see a difference because I'm not expecting wins this year. I'm expecting losses. I really am. It's facts, man. And I just want to see how these guys from the top of the food chain, like the organization, handles it, the players, the coaches, on how they handle the situation. Because the losses are coming, guys. They're going to come for the first year. They're going to come. And I want to see how they handle it.
Travis Dorley dropping. Appreciate the super chat. Says 14-2.
Woo!
Baby, just watch. Man. This DERRN.
Love you, brother. But
man, okay. All right.
Being more spiked than we are.
Listen. I'm all for that, man. I'm all for optimism, but I feel like that we got to give you a dose of reality. You know what I'm saying? If you look at this schedule, Dorley, I mean, and DERRN, we'll go to you, man. What is your level? Like where you're level? You're not too high, you're not too low. I'm high every season and I'm low. Okay, not like Wiz Khalifa high, but I'm high. I'm ready to. I'm sick of losing, man. I'm just tired. So DERRN, what for you is a level season? That's the perfect. What for you is a level season?
To do what they say they're going to do, put their players in the best position possible to play. Run the football. Stop the run. If they can do those pretty decently on a pretty consistent basis, our future looks pretty bright. If they can't do it, in my mind, it seems a lot like the last regime where they said, "Oh, hey, we're going to run the ball." They hardly ever tried. They rode Matthew Stafford again, just like everyone else.
Yeah,
and that's why Matthew Stafford always had broken ribs, broken backs, broken shoulders, broken hands.
Yeah. Now,
broken emotions.
I got to give a shout out, and we'll get to Trox. I'll give a shout out to MICROMIKE, who it shouldn't really be a rumor, but I guess it is simply because of COVID-19. We're supposed to have a 17th game this season. That's what it's supposed to be. That's part of the CBA. Yeah,
Denver.
So Denver. We don't know what's going on. I think when the Detroit Lions put out this opponents, they just were playing it safe because I think maybe it hadn't been certain yet because of COVID, and we don't even know if we're going to get a real off season. I mean, training camp, mini camp, we don't know if we're going to get any of that stuff. So you can add Denver to this list potentially. If you don't remember, the NFL is supposed to get a week 18 coming up this year as part of the CBA that they signed last year, I think it was. So Trox, what is a leveled year for you, man? What is it? Because you know how your boy gonna be. I want to win. I don't ever want to lose. So I just get mad out the way now. I want to win. I want to be in competition all the time. Do I think we're gonna do that? I don't. I want more. I mean, if you think about it, the most wins we've ever had during Matt Patricia was 6. The dude won 14 games in 3 years. He couldn't even average 5 games a season. That's pathetic. So I want to win, man. I'm tired of losing. So that's my 2 cents. Trox, what's a level year for you?
I mean, if we're competitive in all 17 games and we have, say, 3 or 4 wins, and shout out to the curse of Matthew Stafford, I will drop whatever I said in the middle sentence for that $50 super chat.
Wow, shout out to Matt. That's my dude, man. Shout out to Matthew. The curse of Matthew Stafford says, I don't care what happens. Every year, fans say over 10 wins in the playoff.
He's right.
Facts. That is facts.
Yeah.
Except me, Matt. You already know I'm not saying that, bro.
I'm not saying that.
And Trox is saying we 2 wins.
Between 2 and 3 wins on a 16 game schedule.
Okay,
and
Trox.
if it's against Denver, if we have that game against Denver, I will say maybe an extra win though, but
okay,
no
so
more than 4.
Look at this opponent list right here. Give me our 3. Give me our wins.
Our wins.
Yeah.
The Eagles, because you never tank like they did. The Falcons, 50-50 on the Rams. And what do you call it? If we do play, what do you call it? Denver. If we lose against the Rams, then maybe we split one with the Chicago Bears.
Really?
But other than that, I got us 4 wins. Like that's absolute max on a 17 game season. I'm
telling y'all right now, if Sophie takes fans, I will be there. I will do everything in my power to be at that game. So if you want to come on down, because I will be at that stadium. If it's literally, my wife already knows. I already told her. I said I'm going. She said okay. I said,
I would love to go.
Yeah, she said
I will save up money. I'll go with you, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna try to save up too.
Okay, it's a 3-hour flight, man. But absolutely, if they're taking fans, the first thing that when we do that schedule release party like we did last year, when I know if they're taking fans, I don't care if it's on the stadium the roof that move. If they have seats up there, I'm up there, and I don't really like to be that high.
You be by yourself. I'm sitting on the actual ground.
But binoculars, man. But I got to be there, so I will be there. But if you look at Corey dropping dimes, he says we could be close to 500 with some close losses. Look at the Panthers last year; we got blew out. Some close games in a rebuild year. You guys rock. I did the show 7 and 9 or 10. So he has us with a losing season. Appreciate that, Corey.
I
do want to say something. How cool would it be if we did a live show at the stadium?
But the Wi-Fi sucks, bro. That would be all. Here's what I would do. This is the plan for me to go down there, and whoever wants to go, if we can get into the game, like even if we can't get in, I want to go and then do a show on location the same way we do a post-game show. I would love to do a tailgating show and wrap it up early, pack everything up, take it back to the hotel, go to the game. If they allow that, come right back out, leave it in the car, whatever we have to do, and do scout all that stuff, man. So I want to go. Because I want to see us beat Matthew Stafford. I want to see us beat former quarterback. I really do, man. I know that. Shout out to my man Matt, and I don't mean to sound disrespectful, man, but it's over. I appreciate the stuff he did at this time, but I want to see him ripped in half.
Bite his kneecaps off.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. So for me, it's not about nostalgia. It's not about sentimental value. He's my adversary. He's my opponent. We gotta beat him. Yeah. I'm not gonna root for him against my team.
I think I know what to get you for a gift now. A Lions jersey with his former number and have former quarterback.
That would be awesome.
There.
Yeah, that would be
his last
former
name.
QB. That's perfect. Yep. That would be perfect.
Perfect, bro.
That would be perfect, man. But I don't know, fellas. I mean, for me, man, this is tough. This is tough, and we don't know if Denver would like. I think what they're going to do for Game 17 is they're going to rotate. 1 year the team will be at home, and then 1 year they'll be away. So I think they're gonna, because one thing when you bring up an odd schedule, that's the one thing about 16 games, it's an even number. So when you bring that odd number in, you got to play, like ring around the schedule. So for me, I think that I don't know if this is at home or away. Does anybody know if we play Denver in Denver or at home?
We don't know yet.
No idea.
Okay.
Not too sure.
Well, I think we can beat the Bengals. This is just I'm not giving you a record, but I think we can beat the Bengals.
Joe Burrow will be back.
Oh, he will.
Yeah, this is all pre-draft guesses too, guys. We're all doing this. We're going to do this later on when the draft is done too. So we're going to do predicting.
Whatever I do is entertainment purposes. I'm not sticking to that.
100%.
Yeah, I say the only game I say we go 0-8 on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fast.
0-8 on the road. We might beat Chicago. We beat the Bengals. We might beat the Eagles. The Eagles.
Well, no, we might have one win.
Bengals.
We might have one win on the road.
Atlanta.
And that one win on the road is Atlanta. Really? Yeah. So let's say Atlanta gets Justin Fields. We still beat him?
Yeah.
He won't be playing.
He's an Ohio State quarterback. Ain't no quarterback from Ohio State. I am not scared of no Ohio State quarterback.
I think he's going to change the narrative.
I don't care about no Ohio State quarterback. I am not afraid of no quarterback from Ohio State. They're a great football team in college. As soon as they go to the pros, it's like they don't know football.
Yeah. Well, I know
I don't know what it is.
Everybody had a rough day. We'll do a rapid fire section here because we talked about this and we got away from it. I got away from it about Brad Holmes wanting to start from the outside. And I'm like, thank you everybody. I finally did. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I know. Thank you. I finally got it right. Thank you so much. So my thing is, we got two young corners. Desmond Trufant, he better be gone. So I mean, what do you? It sounds like I don't know. I don't want to say we draft a QB, a cornerback, but I don't know, man. Brad was making it seem like we could. It could be another late rounder, especially if we trade out of 7. That we could get a cornerback, man. But again, we got free agency. So, I mean, I like that he said that he wants guys to be pushed. So what do you think that means for Jeff Okudah and Amani O? Trox, what you think that means, bro?
I definitely think that they're going to be the starters, but they're going to just add some depth. And rightfully so. I mean, I'm not really afraid of anybody behind those guys. Michael Ford, I like him. I think, he could be in the mix. But outside of that, it's just like, who are you afraid of? D-Virgin?
Oh, no.
I mean, come on now.
Dude, terrible.
Well, expect the corner to be drafted or picked up in free agency, though.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I agree. DERRN, what you think, man, of that cornerback position?
I agree. They're lackluster. Darryl Roberts didn't do too bad, but
Darryl Roberts.
I think Coleman's gone. I think Trufant is gone. I wouldn't care if Mike Ford was gone. I wouldn't either. I was watching some people talk about the Lions, and they brought up Roby Coleman. He has ties with the Rams, so because he used to play for them.
Yep.
That wouldn't be that bad. He's strictly
himself. Is that
past?
That's
him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the guy.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're talking about Roby Coleman then.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Roby Coleman.
No, I want somebody who can actually play defense. So,
well, I mean, he got away with it. So,
but he's in Detroit now. He gets away with nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he'll be called for holding every time.
Every time.
Hands to the face.
Everything.
Yeah. So we'll wrap up with this, yo. Man, we got another one.
Josiah Coleman with the
Josiah,
$5.
my dude. Hey, Josiah. I don't see that member gang bang bang. What's up with you, bro? Oh, it's there.
I see it.
Okay, I was just messing with you. You know I love you, man. You know I love you. He says with the $5 dono says Okudah better get to biting those kneecaps if you want to start a starting spot. LOL.
Facts.
Oh, he'll be a starter.
He'll be a starter, but should he be though? Like I mean.
Absolutely. You drafted him 3rd overall.
Did he perform like he was 3rd overall?
Hey, it's a quarterback.
Listen.
Did he have a groin?
Corner in the first
Did
round.
he hurt his groin?
Look at this, bro.
Okay,
Look at
did
it.
he have an offensive or a defensive line? You've been
I
screaming
don't
about
care.
pass rush. Did we have a pass rush?
I don't care. You're third overall. You're supposed to be able to do everything. That's it. That's it. You're supposed to be able to float, fly, see through walls, and everything.
Walk on water.
Walk on water. I'm telling you, bro. And then you get. Okay, let's say that Joe Burrow doesn't get annihilated. Then he shows out. He was showing out before that. And then Chase, man, my man. That's the dude that I wanted on this team. Okay, I wanted Chase Young on this team. Then we get Jeff Okudah. And y'all know how I feel about this young man, man. You got to perform.
Hey, that's my guy. That is my guy.
That ain't my. I want a guy that play and play well. I don't want just some random.
But you got to understand, cornerback is the hardest position as a rookie and as a second-year player. You won't see their true self until year 3.
Well, he better
I do want to
out.
ask you something too.
Okay, go ahead. Ask away.
What defensive player other than Aquara played well in that scheme?
Zero.
Not a single one.
Nobody.
Man,
sometimes,
hold on. Wait a minute.
Sometimes Jamie Collins. Sometimes, but not really. Sometimes Jamie Collins.
That's true. But if you let's see. Let me get y'all real honest, because this is Spike Kool-Aid. It's supposed to get hot, and heated. I want to know. So the third overall pick, DERRN, did he meet your criteria for the third overall pick? I don't want to hear no fluff about it takes a while. Did he meet third overall criteria? Third overall pick.
And I'm going to be brutally honest. No, he did not. But there was a bunch of reasons why he didn't.
Elaborate.
He had a hurt groin. Okay. He had a hurt groin all year. Okay. Mm-hmm. Corners need a pass rush to help. So you're telling me, right? You're telling me this defensive guru put a hurt cornerback on an island with no pass rush on their best wide receiver, hence DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, and he expected him to do well? No. What first round cornerback played well besides Josh Johnson on the Bears? And I'm going to tell you why he played well. He had a pass rush. Okay. He was put in a position to succeed.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
I can't drop my mic. It's hooked up. I'm sorry.
Trox got it. All right, Trox. Let this anybody can answer this question, because I am on Okudah Island by myself. Okay, and I'm catching all type of balls. I'm just saying. All right. So if you look at all right, third overall pick. I mean, to me, the only way he makes up is to ball out this year.
He ain't gonna do that either.
He ain't gonna do
ball
that.
Out the
I think
after.
He could. No, I think he could.
Well, he can
we don't have enough money to get the pass rush, to get the guys up front. Ray Lewis, the greatest linebacker in NFL history, in my opinion, went out and said, I would not be in the Hall of Fame if it wasn't for the guys in front of me. What does that mean? Your
100%.
Defensive line helps your linebackers. Your linebackers will help your secondary. Your secondary obviously will help your safeties as the last line of defense.
I get that, but the way they're talking is they're going to put them in the best position possible to succeed. So that's not putting him on an island. They're going to put probably the safeties back to help him.
Right.
Hopefully,
I mean, they're going to, they're going to make adjustments. Yeah. That's facts. But I'm just saying, like, we don't have the defensive talent to actually really showcase his true repertoire.
I get that 100%.
Guys, we still got to go through cuts. We still got to get some money on the cap. We still got to go through free agency. We still got to go through the draft.
That's why I said we got this year and then next year. And then that next year he'll be.
Of course, he got to bring it back up.
He needs but Trox, he I agree with you, Trox, but he does need to make a step up.
He does.
Oh, well, yeah. I agree. That's everybody. That's everybody. I don't 100%. Care if you're.
No, wait. No, but here's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying.
Mulebach got to take a step up.
I mean, okay. Here's what I'm saying. I mean, everybody needs to take a step up. But if you draft the Gridiron Blitz, I'm undrafted. I'm sitting over there on the sideline. If you're taking a 3rd overall pick, gentlemen, we're talking about 270.
I see where this is going.
This is what I'm saying.
The reason you are so hard on him is because he is not the person you wanted at that pick. And so no matter what happens, if he doesn't play well, you're going to be on his case.
Well, I didn't want him. That is correct. However,
DERRN,
DERRN gets the applause.
my man.
But that's not really it. My thing is, I said this
Are
last
you
week.
sure? I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Okay. All right. Okudah's arrogant. I don't like.
At least it wasn't Isaiah Simmons though.
Thank you.
Okay, listen. Okay, but if you have arrogance, Daryl Revis,
Can't even get on the football field.
What's the dude's name, man? Came out Asante Samuel. Okay, dude's a jerk, but he balled out for a period of time.
Yeah.
You're the 3rd overall pick. You need to perform like the 3rd overall pick. If you send me out there, you're gonna be like, what this dude about to do? He not about to do nothing. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if it's the 3rd overall pick, Joe Burrow and Chase Young, are we going to cut them some slack? Oh, it's not the hard. You don't think the quarterback is harder to learn? Is the quarterback harder or the cornerback?
I mean, it's not
those are
truly
2 different situations.
Yeah, like your quarterback,
you have the power.
Yeah, you got an offensive line that's going to keep you upright.
Wait, who got the power? Who got the
quarterback?
Power?
The quarterback. He decides where the ball goes. The corner has to follow every single step.
So Joe Burrow got the power too?
Yeah.
That brother, his knee, did you see his knee? Did you see
where his power?
He still got the power.
Him though. That's not him. It's his offensive line.
But he has the power. Does he has the power to power his offensive line? No, he doesn't.
Okay, fine. You want to put Joe Burrow in and think? Let's put in the offensive rookie of the year, Mr. Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Does Justin Herbert have the power?
Power for what?
Yes, he does.
Just the power of picking where he's gonna be able to throw the ball wherever he needs to.
What I'm saying is that if you take in 3rd overall, you perform. That's it. That's the bottom line. Who got the power? I don't care. All I know is you perform. You're not gonna pick. There's a reason Mr. Irrelevant is not ever in the NFL. Come on, man. Y'all trying to get his dudes.
Okay, but then what about undrafted free agency? You know, they're not even picked. If anybody's going to be irrelevant and insignificant, it's the undrafted guys.
Oh, yeah.
But guess what? They come in.
Hold on, bro. We know about irrelevant and insignificant, right?
Hey, all facts.
You know that.
You know, but they come in and they ball out. Look at Tom Brady, the GOAT. The GOAT.
Oh, yeah. But guess what? Tom Brady
is
put
like 7 rings on his fingers.
Listen, Tom Brady took that junk personal. He took it personal. And this is why this is not okay with me. Don't try to live up to be the 3rd round pick in the draft. We don't need you to do that. We just need you to be the best Okudah you can be, and that's good enough for us.
So
that is fact.
You think Tom Brady was like, "Hey, be the"? Yes, I heard it. I was in on the call.
Hey, be the best. Well, for Tom Brady, it's just be the best Tom Brady you can be.
Tom Brady said, "You gonna disrespect me, Chad Pennington," and he was the first. But all these other dudes who not even in the league, they lasted 7 seconds. I am going to walk around with that on my shoulders for my entire career, and I'm going to dominate.
But look Antonio at the Brown, 6th round pick.
What do you mean to put?
Tom Brady walked into what do you call it?
But he still had the chips on his shoulder, though.
He had no expectation. He had Drew Bledsoe.
He had expectations.
He had Drew Bledsoe,
and Drew was hurt.
That's the only reason he got on that field.
So
you don't think Tom Brady was going to capitalize on his what? Go ahead, Darren.
Maybe not, man. He might not have. He might not have got on the field if Drew Bledsoe never got hurt.
He might not.
Exactly.
You never know.
You know what he said? He said, "I'm not giving this back." He told all his teammates, "You're not coming out here and taking this." Go ahead, Darren. What'd you think?
How I feel is I don't think any of us would have picked Okudah at 3. Okay.
Yes.
All of us wanted to trade back and then maybe get him.
Yes.
But he was not the player we would have picked. And I think Bob Quinn just panicked because he got rid of Slay. And so he tried to replace him. That's because everyone was just hyping him up, especially PFF, saying he was a no-brainer pick at 3. Right. And so in his own evaluation, I'm sure he thought he was as well. But the point is, he is on the team now, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. So we have to help him. And, well, not that we can help him.
Okay, Darren. So what do you expect from Jeff Okudah year 2?
Year 2, way better than what he did year 1. But I mean, with this offseason, he didn't even have an offseason to train. Okay, so hopefully he gets an offseason this year to actually train. And with Aaron Glenn being a former DB, I think would help him a lot.
Facts.
Okay.
Change of a system.
That's a step
okay.
up.
So what is a decent? Okay, this dude played. He played 9 games, right? Was it 9?
I'm gonna throw those stats back at your face. I think he only gave up 1 touchdown the whole year. You want to know how many touchdowns the guy from Jacksonville gave up? I think it's around 7.
What guy from Jacksonville?
I think Henderson. Is that his?
Okay, Darren, you want me to grab Henderson. And I'm gonna grab it and then just Hadouken it back right in your face, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me cue up the Hadouken.
That's what we do.
Hadouken. Oh, it's too low.
Hadouken.
Okay. How why does that matter? You played 9 games. You played 9 games. You played a little more. You played a little more than half a season. So of course, I mean 1 touchdown, but that's based on half a season.
I understand, but he that was their scheme. The bend but don't break. He did well with not breaking. He gave up a lot of yards, but when it counted,
and that's facts.
Until he broke. Until he
unfortunately.
Broke. Yeah.
Bottom line, he's gonna have to step
he has
up.
to start.
The voice of reason.
To step up.
Mark with the voice of reason.
But
exactly.
He does have to step up, but in the same breath, though, Grid, he is a corner. He is a corner, and they take a couple years, brother. I didn't see that. What was that again? What was that?
Somebody trying to have Tourette's.
You know how Amani stepped up big time? I feel that's what's going to happen with Okudah as well. He's going to step up big time.
He needs to, man. He does need to, man.
He does need to.
His whole first year was a failure.
It was
a failure.
Agree.
And I think a lot of it has to do with that ridiculous coaching staff last year.
And they were bad.
Totally agree.
They were terrible. They were terrible. Here's a story, man. I drove past Matt Patricia's house yesterday. So now every time I'm in the area, I make sure I go past his house. And I think that I think somebody's still there. I think somebody is maybe a caretaker or something, because the truck was back then, and now y'all like, man, this dude is creepy. But hey, I drive past Matt Patricia's house. I wanted to see if somebody was still living there. And the truck used to be back then, and now it's pulled in. So I'm like, okay, some of the lights was on, but we leave the lights on, so somebody think we there. Y'all know how we do it. But I'm like, he was so bad, man. They were bad.
Dan Campbell spot now.
Now let's do this as we conclude the show. Let's start. I've been saying that for the last hour that we're gonna conclude the show, but it's been so heated. All right. Do you think, Mark? Do you think now, looking back at Bob Quinn, that Jim Caldwell might have actually made him look a little better than he was? Because Jim Caldwell was there for what, two years or something like that. They shared 2 years together.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Was there for it was 2 years because he wanted to get rid of Caldwell from jump
immediately. Yeah. So looking back at Bob Quinn's his resume as a Detroit Lion GM, do you think a lot of his shortcomings might have been covered up by Jim Caldwell, or what do you think, man? Because to me, Bob Quinn turned out to be a phenomenal fraud. That's just what I believe. And so do you think that had anything to do with it, or what do you think might have happened those first 2 years?
Yeah, I think Jim Caldwell for sure covered up some of Bob Quinn's awful decisions and the way he tried to build this team. Because Caldwell was a good coach, but he was a coach that needed to be. I think he needed to be replaced.
Okay.
I just didn't think he could get his team to the next level. But Quinn was a failure, man. It's just plain and simple, man. It's just plain and simple. He was no good here. He's no good here. He hit on a couple draft picks. He missed on too many. He overpaid for a lot of players to come here. And Caldwell was that player's coach. The players loved him. Loved him. They never wanted him to go. So I think and I said that before at the beginning of the show. It's when you got a coach that you want to play for, you're still not that great of a football team. there's a good chance that you're going to win that game. There's just a really good chance. And Caldwell bailed out Quinn. I think he bailed out Quinn a couple times, man. And for the decisions, and Caldwell did what he could with the roster that he had, and he had a couple of good rosters though. He had a couple.
Man, MicroMike coming back from a full lobster stomach from Red Lobster says,
"Yeah, buddy,
what's up, man? I hope you save me a cheese biscuit." Good sir. DERRN, what do you think, man? What do you think about Bob Quinn? Because I'm realizing that he is a super fraud. So what do you think? Do you think Caldwell had anything to do with maybe not exposing Quinn a little earlier?
Probably, because he was a players coach and he got his players to play to their fullest. The worst part about the whole Bob Quinn experiment is he hired his buddy.
Yeah.
Now, I think it would have been a lot better if he did not go with Matt Patricia and went with anyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he was like one of the hottest names back then.
Not to me. I hated it, bro. I predicted this. I honestly, but go to my video archives. I sat there and predicted it, bro. Yeah.
I remember that.
I'm blanking the guy from Tennessee. That's I think
Vrabel.
he would have. I think he would have done a lot
that's
better.
who I wanted.
It still ties with the Patriots, but it's not.
He has a different vibe to me.
Full rocket scientist, if you know what I mean.
He's. I mean, dude is willing to play dirty. He's willing to get dirty. Yeah. All right, Trox, what do you think, man? Caldwell, I know me and you have a fondness for Caldwell, who's still not a coach in the league, but not a lot of African Americans are at this point. Hopefully we can get that changed in the near future. Do you think that Caldwell might have now, like Mark said and DERRN said before you, we know, I think that when he came in, he stepped through the door. He had his GM hat on and he said, you going, right? The first chance I get, you're out of here, because I want this guy to come in. But at the same time, I think Caldwell, even though he might have had his flaws, I think he might have covered up a lot of the stuff Bob Quinn was doing, man. So, I mean, how do you feel about that? You think Jim Caldwell bought him some time?
And again.
And again.
And again.
You see, the truth is this, okay? With Jim Caldwell, he was never a good head coach.
Yeah.
See,
he just got straight line speed.
He just got straight line speed.
Holy.
And again.
Oh man, I saw him in the gym. Jim Caldwell was a workout warrior. It was crazy, bro.
Hey,
don't let the age fool you. But no, Strock. So what do you feel, man?
No, but he definitely bailed out Bob Quinn. Bob Quinn should have been not even hired. Like, that's how bad he set this franchise back.
But were you tripping though? Were you tripping when he was hired? Or were you like, oh gosh, we got a Patriot? Like, how did you feel?
I was like, okay, this could either go really good or really bad.
And it was like to the left. It was gone.
Yeah, it was done out of here. Now, as far as Jim Caldwell, I do think that he needs to go get another job. He needs to be a head coach somewhere. That dude, most winningest head coach in Lions franchise history. Yes, he might not have the playoff win like I think it's Wayne Fonts that he has. But not a lot of head coaches in Detroit do. So, I mean, one playoff win in the Super Bowl era. So, not a lot. But
whatever. Listen. That has to change, and if it's not this year,
it's gonna.
If it's not this year,
it won't be this year.
Listen. I'm not saying it will. I'm expecting.
I'm gonna be a realist.
Wait,
okay?
Hold on.
TROXEL'S Sports Talk. I'm that 12-4 guy.
Yes.
It's
been going for a while.
I'm that 12-4 guy. Win the division guy. I'm the. Let's go win a playoff game. Let's go win a Super Bowl. I'm that guy.
Hey, shout out to the curse of Matthew Stafford. He says Trav was drinking that Kool-Aid back then, meaning when me and you was together, and he was almost a mute for a month. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I want to win, but I'm not expecting to do so. And
like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be hurt
at max.
I'm gonna be hurt if we don't, but I'm not gonna be livid. Because they got rid of Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. Former is gone, and I ain't say his name, but he's gone. He wanted out of here. I feel like a change is coming. I really feel like that wind is starting to come in, and we'll
This
see
guy
a
gets
change.
it.
Year 2 or year 3, Will?
Yeah.
Year 2, year 3, we're gonna have a lot of money next year. We're gonna have even more the following year.
I don't care about that. I want wins.
We're gonna get those wins
Trey
in
Flowers
2
did
to
nothing
3
for
years.
us.
But he's gonna be gone. His
Hopefully.
contract is going to be
I
able
hope
to where
every
you get
Patriot
out
is
of it.
gone. Every
Yeah.
expatriate is gone.
By year 3 of this current regime, all those Patriots will be gone.
I hope so. With that being said,
I'll be out there and put it out there in the YouTube world.
Said that a
Put
couple
that
times.
on the front page, back page, columns 1 and 2. I don't give a darn. We will get rid of those Patriot guys by year 3 of this current regime.
all right. Well, listen, you guys made it work. Mark hung in there. DERRN joined us. Trox helped me get through there, man. I appreciate y'all. MICROMIKE, I want a cheese biscuit. I can't eat fish, so I want a hamburger and some chicken strips. All right. So we can meet up in the park and I get my strips from you. This brother had some lunchtime confessions. Shout out to MICROMIKE, Noble Sports Entertainment, all the rest of ISN, man. We love y'all. Listen, DERRN, what you got for the people, man, as we close this up? We got free agency. Still no Kenny Golladay tag yet. We didn't even talk about that, but I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about next week. But what you got for the people, man, coming up? Or just period?
I love coming on Spiked because my wife doesn't allow Spiked in the house, so I have to get it here. So
no.
here's my Spiked.
Oh man.
Yeah, pass it, man.
I gotta pass it. Hey, don't worry. Hey, DERRN, listen, man. You got to tell the wife, but come on down to LA. We'll have a good time. Only if the wife allows it, though. Only if the wife allows it, man. Or Trox, what you got for the people? She would? Well, hey, let's set it up, bro. Let's set it up.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Over on TROXE'S Sports Talk for Necessary Roughness. Hopefully my guy GRIDIRONBLITZ can make a
Trox,
special
you got a little
appearance.
something. You got something going on, though, right? So is it certain that you can get on?
Yeah, I mean, I will try to get on for at 2 hours. I don't know. Look, okay, I'm gonna put this out there in the.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna put this out? Okay.
Yeah, I'll put this out.
Okay.
MVP is going to be going for surgery with her eye, so that's why you haven't seen me do a whole lot of squeaks as
AKA basketball games.
Yeah, basketball games, as Michael Johnson would call it, squeak. So if you see squeak in any of the chats and Michael Johnson is in, he's talking about basketball games.
Okay.
So that's why you're not going to see me doing a whole lot this week, but stay tuned. I have a lot of things planned for you guys. So I got to take care, make sure MVP's good, make sure little MVP's good, but they're at least making sure that I can get on tomorrow for 2 hours and, to do Spike, or wow, I almost said Spike Kool-Aid, to do that is today.
Yeah, that's today. That's every day.
To do Necessary Roughness. And so stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. If the fellas want to join and have a good time, we have a good time. We it's a comedy show.
If my OnlyFans opens up tomorrow, then I'll be on the show because that's how the money's coming in. I'm just saying, man. I got
then everybody in the chat, let's get this man. What do you call it?
Hey, we play video games. I
Get
give
them
y'all
subs.
tips. Yeah. Mark, what you got, man?
Thanks a lot for having me, Grid, man. It was awesome again, man. Your boy was a little bit tired today, but I'll have some content coming soon. I'm going to have a video, I think, on Thursday. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, everybody in the chat. MVP, get better.
Yeah.
All right. So
prayers up for MVP.
Yeah, man. So thanks a lot, guys. Love you guys.
Yeah, Mark,
Thanks.
you look like you barely hung on, man, but I think the shaved head was keeping you going.
I was a bit tired today.
Listen,
Yeah,
you and DERRN look good. Might motivate me, but I ain't ready yet. I'm gonna roll with the patchy a little more. I'm gonna rock the patches for a little bit more. But listen, y'all have been awesome. Don't forget about MICROMIKE show as well on Thursday at 6:30 EST. The One Pride podcast mailbag section and all that. Hopefully, phone lines will be back next week. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't use them, I'm shutting them down. I don't play. I don't believe in wasting, and I feel like I'm wasting my time. So make sure y'all guys call in and get involved. This is for you guys. So make sure you get involved. So with that being said, everybody have a great night. We appreciate y'all, and go Lions. We